Josh, I have a question.
What's up?
You know how Squidward is kind of like a perfectionist? He wants to live in like a nice suburban home with a bunch of people and have like rich friends and whatnot. Like he wants to be Squilliam.
Yeah.
Like I know you talk about Squilliam, how he's the direct opposite of Squidward.
Yeah.
I feel like Squidward just has a bunch of like random pompous shit just to fit in. But I feel like no way.
What?
We got the cube.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. That's a 3% chance, I think you said.
Yeah,
3 and something.
Yeah, it's 3 point something. But yeah.
And this is the error cube, correct?
Yeah, the air cube. It's XP right now.
Thing is, we have to carry it to the drill site.
Oh, there's a little elf right there. But yeah, as you were saying,
I forgot.
you said Squidward and the pompous stuff.
I'll get back to that later. Oh my god. I forgot.
Great content.
Great. Fabulous. I feel like Squidward is so he's so hell-bent on trying to become such I don't know how to put this, socialite almost, that he becomes pompous in and of himself. Like all of his art is by him. All of his, music he plays.
Isn't that just Squilliam?
No, that's Squidward. He's trying to be Squilliam. But yet he works a dead-end job.
I just love how the only difference physically is just one has a unibrow.
Yeah, that's the only differentiating thing. And wait,
You think Squilliam cucked Squidward in like college or something? Like he fucked his girlfriend?
most definitely.
He probably did something like that.
You know what? You know how Squilliam wears a robe?
Yeah.
Does that mean he walks around naked?
Oh yeah. I mean, Squidward doesn't have like pants, but at least he has a shirt. Like Squilliam just has a robe. It's like a flasher.
But Squilliam's the flasher. He's just like he's just like Quagmire, but it's SpongeBob.
Well, Squiddy, not only do you have no talent, but no dick as well. Swear.
That's hilarious.
My God.
I'm trying to get all these fossils, but I'm like riding on this wall trying not to die.
Did we put the cube in? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We didn't put this in though.
Oh, the Jadis.
Yeah.
I feel like since we're in like this giant core, don't you think we'd get radiation poisoning within like the first week?
I mean, yeah, the radioactive.
Because a lot
zone,
of these
die.
stones are glowing by themselves.
I mean, yeah, the radioactive zone is literally just that. It's radioactive.
And I really hope that they have like the cure to cancer in this.
I mean, they probably do. We're also doors, so don't have to be like really tanky.
I believe I'm correct. You know those moles? You know those blind moles that go in the ground?
Yeah.
And they have a certain chemical in their body that makes it so that they don't have cancer.
Wasn't that sharks?
Yeah, that also happens to sharks as well. Some animals have like non-cancer chemicals in their body.
Why can't we have that?
Well, we can't. Number one, we can't just inject ourselves with chemicals hoping that it apply to us. But it is very promising with medical technology. How I remember you told me that there was a scientific breakthrough about how we were able to
the
age
mice
and
thing,
de-age mice. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool how it's happening.
Where's that oppressor? Where is he?
It's down here.
Let's oppress him! Grenade, 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 grenade.
It's kind of a wasted grenade.
I wish I had more grenades because you're only limited to like what, 5?
Don't you have like 6? Or is it 4?
You can get an extra one.
I know I have 6 with the buzzsaws.
I'll build this pipeline for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do another one while you do that one.
POV, America coming into the Middle East to take all the oil. Just building all these pipelines. I remember
Dwarf
seeing.
Storm says Desert Storm.
I remember seeing this like TikTok or short YouTube video where there was just this natural like oil geyser in the desert, and it was just like a giant trail of just oil going through the sand. Just out of nowhere, this oil comes. So I can tell why everybody just starts coming to Middle East just to take the oil. Because the I think it's rumored that the Saudi Arabian princes are like all trillionaires because they have so much oil and they can do a lot of economic deals with countries, especially like the U.S. and Britain.
Yeah.
Imagine what it's like to be a trillionaire.
Imagine what it's like to be so rich yet someone else wiped your bottom.
With $100 bill as well.
Oh, it's just kind of goofy. To be honest, when you're that rich, it's just silly.
Yeah, because at that point, money becomes not worth to you. So you could just blow off money, not even like splurging on spending, but literally you could just heat up your house with like.
I'm just curious what's gonna happen once we all go to more clean energy. Most people are gonna rely on oil. Well, actually, never mind. They still need oil for making stuff.
Yeah, there was this. I think even Elon Musk agrees that we need to use hydrocarbons and whatnot. But it is very interesting how recently the U.S. National Science Lab conducted a fusion test where they achieved true fusion ignition. So that means, you know, the future of clean energy, nuclear fusion, is now realized because we were waiting for the hydrogen. I think it's deuteronium, if from what I've heard. And then you have to smash these heavy hydrogens into helium, and will capture some like particles or electrons using super strong magnets, and that's how we get the power. And there's no waste whatsoever. It's super clean. And we finally were able to get some extra energy out.
Oh wait. On the oil thing,
Yeah.
aren't we also like actually making plastics now with like organic stuff or something?
Yeah. I heard sometimes we actually, I think, if I'm correct, there are some private companies that are trying to use certain funguses like mushrooms and mycelium to make plastics, because if you can grow this giant, you know, like 2-inch layer of just mycelium and fungal material, you could dry it out and it becomes like styrofoam or like plastics, and they're actually quite cheap to produce. So I would love to see that. So I could eat the packaging. You know how like little kids will like eat cardboard or something?
That's funny.
They can just nibble on some mushrooms. It'll be healthy for them.
Maybe we don't need oil after all.
Of course, yeah.
That'd be good.
Oh, I just ran by the elf. The elf was just with all the glyphids. It was hilarious.
Just trying to kill these people right here.
It's really funny how when you shoot these elves and they die, their whole body just goes stiff.
It's because of rigor mortis.
They just immediate rigor mortis. They just start decaying into like little pixels.
I just love the idea that like they actually are dead when we bring them back. So we just have like a pile of corpses.
You have to squish them for juice. Like it's like a hippie juice.
It's the
That's
secret
health
to
benefits.
Leaf Lover special.
Yeah,
just squashed elf.
Just squashed elf.
Company secret.
What do you think it tastes like?
Probably tastes like shit.
Minty fresh. I just love this minigun. I'm just mowing through all these guys. Reminds me of TF2.
Oh yeah. I haven't played that game in forever.
I missed that game. But I would only be good at like 2 characters.
It still has a bot problem, if I'm correct.
You serious?
Yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of games these days. That there's a lot of
That
bots.
one's like the worst from what I've seen. It's horrible.
What happens?
I don't know why, but some people have been getting like a bunch of like aimbot bots. So like they'll just flood an entire lobby with just like sniper bots that'll just headshot everyone.
That is
And it just
actually
makes it
annoying.
unplayable. It's really bad. It also gets to the point where because there's so many bots in like a game, like you join, you just get vote kicked by them.
Yeah, there's what's really interesting that in Minecraft, botting can actually be useful, because in Anarchy servers they use this program called Baritone, which essentially it's a bot for Minecraft, and you can get really incredibly complex buildings. So essentially you load a file of like a building you want, it'll copy and paste it into the bot as like instructions, and it'll just automatically build it in a character, like just as like a bot character. You just come and build it and leave.
That's funny.
Or it can farm, do anything you want. I don't know why they called it Baritone though.
I mean, I have seen like copy and paste tools in Minecraft though.
Yeah, but I mean that's with the debug like axe, or is it debug hoe? I forgot. It's one tool.
We should play Minecraft again.
Yeah, I want to. But
It stinks because we haven't played in a bit, so our world's gonna be wonky when we join back in. And
oh yeah, we gotta update. A lot of things got added.
yeah.
Because we gotta now look for the deep dark.
Didn't you say it like lifted the world or like? Because like it's lower now, but when you load in like a new chunk, doesn't it say like the world gets like wonked up?
Yeah, so the chunks get lifted and stretched because you know, you can go deeper now, and you can also build higher.
Yeah.
So when you load in new chunks, it could extremely corrupt a world.
Oh no.
I mean, you'll just have a giant sea wall or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 'cause we built that
Sea
really
world.
nice house that we still never completed.
I mean, it's not
but-
gonna be like Krakatoa and then just an entire wall just goes through our building. I mean, it's gonna be like thousands of blocks away.
Still, I mean, we gotta kind of
Krakatoa, and then I love that. If I'm correct, didn't Krakatoa like absolutely destroy everything and like be like an immense like global problem? Because I think if
Is it a Hawaiian thing?
yeah, if I remember correctly, in the past, way far long ago, it was either a active volcano near Australia, somewhere in the Pacific, that exploded, and the shock wave was so big it went around the Earth multiple times.
Damn.
So you could wait 20 minutes and you'd feel it again, or just whatever time you're there.
Oh, there's Hill.
You found him?
Yeah.
Murder that guy.
Probably got him.
Christmas is coming late.
Christmas is coming early, dude.
Christmas is actually this weekend. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm gonna die. It's grenade time. Die.
I'm not the best class for taking them out, it seems.
What gun are you using as a main?
Flamethrower standard.
Flamethrower. I'm just a gunner. Speaking of gunner, I've been wanting a minigun overclock
Oh
for
yeah.
the longest time.
He has so many overclocks, yet for some reason he's super unlucky and hasn't got. He only has like one overclock for the gunner.
And that's for the rocket launcher.
It's not even one he wants to
It's
use.
not even the one I wanted. So when I finally got one after double-digit trying, I got something I didn't want. It's the worst luck ever. I absolutely hate it.
That's why you gotta be like me and just play all classes. You can't be disappointed then.
Well, yeah. Well, I have to like play all classes and get everything I want. You know what I'm saying?
Still, gotta have some variety. Makes it more fun.
Look at my Tony Hawk 360 grind. Look at that. 10 points. 10 out of 10. All right. I'm back at the hub. So it's
That was kind of cringe,
the
but
third
okay.
pipe. The third pipe. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Now I see the problem.
Do you ever wonder if like the dinosaurs like back in the day, do you ever think they were able to like recognize the meteor was coming to kill them all, like when you saw it in the sky?
Imagine one is just like wishing upon a shooting star.
He just wants to kill itself.
Yeah.
I want to die. I want to
I wanna
die.
die. And then it's just, and then everything goes white.
Oh, man. It is kind of funny though how dinosaurs, they always say they're like these reptile things, but apparently I think they're like feathers and stuff, right?
Yeah, some of them are birds because you would find like feathers or certain attributes to them that suggest that they're bird-like.
The thing about dinosaurs or just fossils period
Oh no.
is like how do they know what the stuff looked like? Because like for example, when you look at like a cat skeleton, that does not look like a cat.
I know.
So it's like how the hell do they know what they look like? I feel like they're just guessing.
It's an approximation, but I remember maybe like a couple years ago in Canada in some mine, they found such an accurately preserved dinosaur from like eons ago. I don't know how much is an eon,
Oh man, I don't know.
but they found such a well preserved dinosaur in a mine that you could see its scales, its face, and everything.
Oh, dang.
It was this big scaly looking thing.
I didn't
It was
know that.
awesome. Yeah.
That's cool.
It was such accurately preserved. It's like this weird little reptile rock thing. It's huge.
You know, be goofy.
Yeah.
You know how they're like preserved in like various things or whatever. What if they're preserved in like the middle of mating?
There was during like this catastrophic world event, this like giant flooding, there was this instance where two animals were fossilized. I think it was like this beaver thing and a reptile. They were fossilized in a cuddle position.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I think what happened is that like the mammal was burrowed in, and then a small like little gecko lizard thing climbed in, and then they both just like sat next to each other in a cuddle position while the flood came in and just like covered them in mud and sediment, and that's how they fossilized. So it was just like this one last hug before they died.
That stinks. I mean, there was the Pompeii thing where like the one guy I think like died jacking off.
Yeah, dude, imagine like scientists like digging you up and it's just you holding your
Poor
dick.
bastard had no idea that like when he was gonna crank one out at last, that the world like 2,000 years later
This
would
just-
all know about him.
This just in greatest discovery, Pompeii man found jacking off.
That's his legacy. That sucks. That's his entire legacy. Is
Imagine,
the jack off guy.
imagine he wanted to be like a giant, like famous musician or like well-renowned inventor. No, just
What if-
got caught at the worst time.
What if he wasn't even jacking off? He was just scratching himself like real quick.
Oh, dude,
He had to scratch himself real
just
quick.
had like an itch on the balls.
Now everyone just thinks he was jacking off. We can go fix that pipe. Jeez.
Bro, like imagine just being a Greek like dude and just be like, oh no, I got caught by like my mom or something like that. No, you get caught by a volcano and you get fossilized with your dick out.
I can't believe I forgot to repair these pipes for so freaking long.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, viewer. You're probably like pulling your hair out.
Yeah, dude, I just see you skating on by like Sonic, dude. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Why isn't anything happening?
You're just like, go around at the speed of sound.
We should play Sonic eventually.
Yeah, Sonic's good. I have a Sega. We could do that.
I've only ever played a very small portion of a handful of Sonic games, and apparently those Sonic games were the worst ones in the series.
You serious?
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog and like 06 are the ones I played.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
my
and the
God.
Sacred Rings and the Black Knight. I played like apparently all
Did
the
you
worst
think they
ones.
were good?
No, I hated them. I was like, why do people like Sonic? This sucks.
Just single-handedly ruined your experience.
Yeah, I was like, this sucks. Like, who plays this? But apparently those games are just bad.
Oh, I'm getting shot at by the Tri-Jaws. They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's really infuriating. I think on higher difficulties they're more accurate. I think.
Yeah, and I think you told me they're one shot. Like that's
Well, it's
absolutely
yeah, it's like
awful.
one shot if you have some damage, but it's a 2-shot full health or like one shot if you have like barely any damage, which sucks.
You know what's really fun about this game when you can ride these pipes? If you start shooting at things, it reminds me of those arcade games, those shoot 'em up arcade games.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those.
I just like the recoil on that. That was fun.
Push the button faster. It's funny. It's just a button, but you have to hold it. You know.
Yeah, I guess it's to verify game for gameplay purposes, but yeah, in universe it's kind of strange.
I wish I got on top of that rocket so I could remake that really old video. You know the really old video of a dude like a cowboy
Oh
saddling
yeah, the
a,
nuke where he's
a
like
nuke.
falling.
Yeah. I don't. What was that about, anyways?
I don't know. It's a old film.
It's the most out of context like GIF back in the early 2010s.
GIF.
Oh no, it was GIF. I think people agreed it was GIF, not GIF. 'Cause GIF is a peanut butter.
Well, the thing is like there's technically no correct way because it's not a word; it's an acronym. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like people are always arguing, it's GIF, it's GIF. It's like no, it can be both because it's just an acronym. It's GIF. Like.
And anyways,
And why does it even? And what the big thing is? Why does it even matter? It's just an acronym. Focus on something else. Like, jeez.
the internet, man.
God,
That's your generation though. Technically, that we're arguing about it.
it's really sad. People are always talking about like really dumb stuff about like how to shove like an apple up your butthole or something. Instead,
WikiHow.
we have freaking all this other stuff like pollution shit that isn't being addressed. I love WikiHow, man.
The pictures on WikiHow are
I love
fantastic.
WikiHow. WikiHow's great. Oh my God. I get it.
I'm trying to find a way to get there. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there you are. I found
Yeah,
you.
over here.
You had to dig your way there?
Yeah, I had to dig my way.
Here we go. Grenade, 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 grenade.
Get in.
I don't have any. Mission status completed.
I do like how they give you all the hats from previous seasons, though. It's nice.
You know how you get minerals from doing all these missions? They just give you a pet rock.
That should be a thing, pet rock in this game.
That's
They
it.
should have like a pet rock. Like either it's in like the rig, or you have it like on your head. I guess it's like
It's an emotional support rock.
emotional support rock. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
it's like federally licensed.
I'm pretty sure the super young people watching this don't even know what a pet rock is.
Oh yeah, Dad would talk about that because
Yeah.
that was during his time.
For you youngsters out there, a pet rock was something back in the day that they would literally just sell a freaking rock in a box and call it pet rock, and apparently it sold like very freaking well.
Yeah, it was like a McDonald's Happy Meal looking box that had holes in it, and they put and the marketing genius behind it. He put straw in there and then put the rock in there to treat it like an animal, and the thing sold like hotcakes.
You can't even be mad at that. I mean,
That's just like perfect genius. Like you just take a rock that's smooth, put it in some straw in a cardboard box, and you sell that thing for a couple dollars. Like that's awesome.
so dumb.
He made millions off that, and you just sold rocks to kids.
There's the consumer nowadays will buy freaking
Like-
anything.
Like I would understand if it's like a crystal, you know, because that has some value. No, it was just a pebble. It was just like a small little handheld pebble.
Is there a patent on pet rock still? Because if not, I mean,
Probably for the box and the design, but definitely not the
I was
rock.
gonna say, it's like we could just start it up again. New generation, new fools.
New fool.